Charlie was only 8 when a car crash stole his parents forever. At 10, the orphanage boys played a cruel prank and threw him out onto the streets. By 12, he was scrubbing floors for a man who treated him worse than dirt. Until one night, Charlie ran from that hell. He fought dogs for food, slept inside dumpsters, and learned what survival really means. He shared bread with strangers who had nothing but kindness to give. And just when the world had written him off, fate sent him a miracle. Aunt Lena, the woman who didn't see a lost boy, she saw a fighter. That day, Charlie found something stronger than blood. He found family. For the first time in his life, Charlie felt the warmth of a parent's love. Aunt Lena raised Charlie like he was her own and became the only person he could truly call family. At 18, Charlie left the orphanage, but he never stopped visiting Aunt Lena. As a new adult with nothing to his name, Charlie worked odd jobs to survive. From working as a waiter to learning to fix cars, he did it all. He thought that this would be his life forever, but soon fate intervened. At 21, Mr. Wilson, one of the richest men in the country, noticed Charlie when he came in to get his sports car fixed. He was impressed by Charlie's honesty and integrity, so much so that he took a shocking decision. He decided that Charlie would be the man to marry his granddaughter, Claire. Claire was a renowned beauty in the country, and everyone had been wondering who she would marry. No one could have imagined that it would be a broke man like Charlie. What shocked people even more was that just like her grandfather, she too took an instant liking to Charlie. But rest of the Wilson family was outraged. They could not understand why Mr. Wilson would bring a nobody into the esteemed Wilson family. But no one dared to question him, so they stayed quiet. What no one knew was that Mr. Wilson was hiding a secret. He knew something about Charlie's roots that even Charlie did not. Mr. Wilson planned to reveal this secret to everyone once the wedding went through. But by a cruel twist of fate, the day after the wedding, Mr. Wilson passed away. From that moment, Charlie's life became hell. Without Mr. Wilson to protect him, the family no longer stayed quiet. They tried to annul the marriage right away, but Claire refused. She truly liked Charlie. So instead, the family started humiliating Charlie, hoping that this would push him to leave. They made him cook, mop floors, even clean their toilets. For 3 years, Charlie endured it, out of love for Claire and gratitude to Mr. Wilson. But all of that was about to change. On the night of Mrs. Wilson's 70th birthday, Charlie was going to receive a phone call that was going to change everything. Aunt Lena, the only one from the orphanage who had treated Charlie like her own, was dying in a hospital bed. To save her, they needed money. More money than Charlie had ever even dreamt of. They needed $1 million. Charlie knew that the Wilsons loathed him, but he had no option but to ask them for the money. So, at Mrs. Wilson's birthday party, in front of everyone, Charlie went on his knees and begged her.
Grandma, could you lend me $1 million? Aunt Lena from the orphanage has kidney failure and needs money for treatment.
As he told Mrs. Wilson about Aunt Lena's condition, he hoped she would have mercy on him, but instead she was enraged. Not only had Charlie showed up to the party uninvited and empty-handed, he was now asking her for $1 million. Claire tried to defend Charlie.
Grandma, Charlie lost his dad at 8. Aunt Lena from the orphanage raised him. He just wants to repay her kindness. Please help him.
Help him? Fine, but only if you divorce him. Do that, and I'll give him $1 million immediately.
Charlie's heart sank, but Claire refused this offer without a second thought. She would not trade love for money. Charlie was relieved for a second before he remembered that he still didn't have the money needed to save Aunt Lena. He rushed to the hospital as soon as he could. After all, this could be the last time he ever saw her alive. But fate had something else planned for Charlie.
How much does it cost? I'll find a way to pay.
A total of $3 million is needed. $1 million has been paid, but there's still a gap of $2 million. It's due in a week.
Who paid the first $1 million?
I don't know.
As Charlie was trying to figure it out, he turned and saw a man in a black suit with gray hair, about 50 years old, standing behind him.
Young master, you have suffered for so many years.
Are you Stephen Thompson?
Mr. Wade, you still remember me?
Of course I remember. I remember every one of you. Back then, you forced my parents to take me and flee Eastcliff. During that time, they died unexpectedly, and I became an orphan. So why are you looking for me now?
Young master, when your father passed away, Mr. Wade was also extremely sad. He's been searching for you all these years. Now that we've found you, he wants you to come back with me.
You can go. I will never see him again in my life.
Young master, do you still blame Mr. Wade?
Of course. I will never forgive him as long as I live.
Before I came, Mr. Wade said you might not forgive him.
At least he's self-aware.
Mr. Wade knows you suffered over the years. He wants to compensate you. If you don't want to return, he'll buy the largest company in Oris Hill and give it to you. He also asked me to give you this card. The password is your birthday. Mr. Wade, there are only 5 such cards in the country.
Take it away. I don't want it.
Mr. Wade, for Miss Lena, you still have a shortfall of $2 million in medical expenses. If you fail to pay, her life may be in danger.
Are you deliberately trying to manipulate me?
I wouldn't dare. If you accept this card, it will be more than enough to pay the medical expenses.
How much money is on this card?
Mr. Wade said this card is just a little pocket money for you, not much. It has a total of $10 billion.
$10 billion? Charlie was stunned. He knew his grandfather's family was wealthy, but as a young child, he had no real concept of money. He only knew the Wade family was one of the top families in Eastcliff and the country. However, he never knew exactly how much they were worth. But now, he understood. 10 billion was just pocket change. When considering the entire Wade family fortune, it was likely over $1 trillion. To be honest, Charlie was deeply moved. But thinking of his parents' deaths, he felt his grandfather couldn't shuck the blame. He couldn't forgive him.
Master, you are the heir to the Wade family. You deserve this money. Strictly speaking, it belongs to your father. Mr. Wade said if you're willing to return, you'll inherit the family's $1 trillion estate. If you don't want to go back, this money is for your living expenses. Oh, and Oris Hill's largest company, the $100 billion M Grand Group, was acquired by the Wade family yesterday. All the shares are now in your name. You can go to M Grand for the handover tomorrow.
Charlie could hardly believe it. The Wade family's investment was huge. A $10 billion premium card and the $100 billion M Grand Group. Although Oris Hill had its share of hidden talents and quiet power players, the only true powerhouse was M Grand. Any family, including the Wilsons and Whites who humiliated him today, and the Joneses pursuing Claire, were small fry compared to M Grand. It was the emperor of Oris Hill's business world. And unexpectedly, it was now his?
Mr. Wade, you may need some time to process this. I won't bother you further. Here's my number. Please call if you need anything.
Charlie remained in a daze, unsure if he should accept the Wade family's compensation. But thinking it over, considering the humiliation he'd endured for the past decade, especially from the Wilsons, wasn't this payment from the Wades fair recompense? Why shouldn't he take it? Moreover, Aunt Lena urgently needed $2 million for her medical expenses. Mind made up, Charlie gritted his teeth and returned to the hospital's billing office.
Hello, I need to deposit $2 million.
He swept the card and entered the password. The transaction went through, and the $2 million was easily credited to the hospital's account. Charlie felt like he was in a fog. Had he really become a billionaire just like that? Charlie reached home, still in a muddled state. Claire and her parents no longer lived in the Wilson villa, but in a very ordinary apartment building. They'd been driven out after Claire married him, following Ben Wilson's death.
That good-for-nothing Charlie. He made us lose face today. Claire, if you don't divorce him, your grandma will kick you out of the Wilson group.
Then I'll find another job.
What's so great about that loser? Why can't you divorce him and marry Wendell instead? If you wed Wendell, our family can hold our heads up high.
She's right! Marry Wendell, and we'll instantly become treasured in your grandma's eyes. She'll be falling over herself to curry favor with you every day.
Don't say another word. I won't divorce Charlie.
Stubborn child. A worthless piece of trash, and he has the nerve to show his face.
Charlie sighed inwardly. His mother-in-law had always looked down on him. But what would she think if she knew he was now the boss of the Emgrand Group with $10 billion in cash?
However, Charlie wasn't ready to reveal his identity yet. He'd been away from the Wade family for many years. Who knew what the family was like now? What if someone in the family were against him if he exposed himself?
Better to keep a low profile for now.
Mom, I'm sorry for causing you trouble today.
You're more than trouble. You're killing the three of us. Can't you be a little self-aware and get out of our house?
Mom, how can you talk like that? Charlie is your son-in-law.
I don't have such a worthless son-in-law. The farther away you go, the better.
Hurry, go to the room.
Charlie and Claire had been married for 3 years, but never truly together. Claire slept on the bed while he slept on the floor beside her. That night, Charlie couldn't fall asleep for a long time. The day's events were shocking, and it would take a while to process everything.
How is Aunt Lena? I still have over $100,000 in personal savings. You can take it to her tomorrow.
No need. Someone already paid for Aunt Lena's treatment and sent her to Eastcliff.
Really? So she is saved?
Yes. She has done good deeds and helped so many people throughout her life. Someone finally repaid her kindness.
Oh, that's good. You can breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
I need to get some sleep. The company has a lot going on lately, and I'm exhausted.
What's happening at the company?
Business isn't great. Grandma has always wanted to partner with a big corporation like the Emgrand Group, but the Wilson family is much weaker in comparison. People look down on us.
The Wilsons have no cooperation with Emgrand?
How could the Emgrand Group ever consider working with us? Even Wendy's fiancé Gerald and his family barely measure up to Emgrand's standards. Grandma is counting on them getting married so the Whites can help the Wilsons connect with Emgrand.
Charlie nodded. So that was the Wilsons' plan. They were dying to work with Emgrand. However, Mrs. Wilson was dreaming if she thought it was possible. Little did she know, he now owned the Emgrand Group. With that in mind, Charlie decided to take over Emgrand first, then give Claire a boost through the company. She had been bullied too much by the Wilsons. As her husband, it was his responsibility to help improve her standing in the family. Starting today, her husband was a changed man. He would never let anyone look down on her again. He vowed to make the entire Wilson family bow before her. Charlie wasn't sure why Gerald White and Wendy were at Emgrand, but to avoid trouble, he quickly tried to slip away unnoticed. Unfortunately, the sharp-eyed Wendy spotted him immediately.
Oh, brother-in-law.
Wendy, what brings you here?
Gerald and I have a meeting with Doris Young, the vice chairman of the Emgrand Group. His family has a lot of business with Emgrand. In the future, it'll benefit not only the Whites, but the Wilsons too.
This was news to Charlie. He'd only just inherited Emgrand and hadn't had time to familiarize himself with its dealings. But he hid his surprise.
You two make a perfect power couple. Beautiful and talented.
Just yesterday, Mrs. Wilson cursed out this good-for-nothing man, and now here he is grinning like an idiot. How did a stunning woman like Claire marry such a useless loser? If it weren't for Charlie, Gerald would have pursued Claire relentlessly.
How could he have ended up engaged to Wendy, who was inferior in every way? The thought irritated him.
What did you come to the Emgrand Group for, Charlie?
I'm looking for a job.
A job? Why would you apply here, of all places?
What does my job search have to do with you?
Is he wrong, though? Do you even have a diploma to your name? Any accomplishments besides being a good-for-nothing? The Emgrand Group wouldn't hire a waste like you, even as a security guard. If you had any self-awareness, you'd go pick up trash on the street. At least you could make $2 or $3 grand a month. Hey, don't say I never look out for you. Pick that up and sell it for cash.
Even if you are garbage, you're still family. So I'll help you out. I happen to be friends with Emgrand's vice chairman. Why don't I put in a good word and have her set you up with a job cleaning toilets?
The kind of job I'm after is none of your concern. Worry about yourself. Emgrand is a major corporation. I doubt they'd work with low-quality trash like you.
Who are you calling trash?
You, obviously.
Without waiting for a response, Charlie turned and walked toward the main entrance of Emgrand Tower, leaving Gerald and Wendy speechless in the parking lot. Hey, stop right there!
Gerald chased after Charlie and caught up at the elevators, itching to teach the arrogant jerk a lesson with a few slaps to the face. But seeing that they were already inside the company headquarters, Gerald worried that causing a scene would anger his business partners. He had to shelve his plan to put Charlie in his place, at least for now.
I'll let it slide today, but you won't be so lucky next time.
You think you're some big shot, Gerald? Believe me, you'll soon learn the price of arrogance.
Screw you.
Don't take the same elevator as that trash, honey. You might catch his stench.
I'm letting you off the hook for now. Watch yourself next time.
Charlie took the elevator straight to the top floor chairman's office. Stephen had already made the arrangements, appointing a woman named Doris Young as Charlie's main point of contact. Doris was a well-known figure in Oris Hill, the city's most famous career woman. Beautiful and exceptionally capable, she had risen to become Emgrand's vice chairman at a young age, playing a key role in the company's success. With Emgrand now acquired by the Wade family and the former chairman stepping down, Doris had stayed on to assist the new boss.
Mr. Wade, please come to my office.
This was Charlie's first time meeting Doris Young, too. He had to admit she was gorgeous. In her late 20s, she had a gorgeous figure, alluring beauty, and a noble, capable demeanor.
I won't be coming to Emgrand often in the future. I want you to take charge of the big picture here, and don't reveal my identity to anyone.
Doris could tell that the young man before her came from an extraordinary background. To his family, a company like Emgrand was near pocket change. It made sense that he would want to manage it personally.
Of course, Mr. Wade. If you ever need anything, just let me know.
Miss Doris, a man named Gerald White is here with his fiancée to see you.
I'm with an important guest. Have them wait.
Do you know this Gerald?
His family is one of our business partners. They rely heavily on us. They visited several times, always saying they want to strengthen ties.
From now on, Emgrand will have zero dealings with the White family. Suspend all current and upcoming collaborations. If they earn even a cent from us, you'll be packing your bags, Vice Chairman.
Doris realized that the Whites must have offended the young master somehow.
Don't worry, Mr. Wade. I'll give the order right away to cut ties with them completely.
Good. Tell them Emgrand doesn't work with low-quality trash. Then have security throw them out.
Outside, Gerald and Wendy waited, eager to cozy up to Doris and make the White family a strategic partner of the powerful Emgrand group. To their shock, Doris's secretary arrived with several security guards in tow.
Will Miss Doris have time to see us?
I'm afraid not. Deputy Doris says Emgrand will not be cooperating with low-quality trash. Effective immediately, we're canceling all joint projects with your family.
What did you say?
Gerald was stunned. Why did that sound so familiar? Then it hit him. Charlie had said the exact same thing to him in the parking lot. What did Doris mean by this? Why would Emgrand suddenly cut ties with the White family? Gerald's brain couldn't process it. Terminate all cooperation, just like that? Over half the White family's profits came through Emgrand. Losing that partnership would slash their strength in half overnight.
I want to see Miss Doris. I demand to speak with her face to face.
I'm sorry, but Vice Chairman Young will not be seeing you. You are banned from setting foot in Emgrand Tower from now on.
Is this some kind of sick joke? We're in Grand's long-term partners. You can't just end things out of the blue.
Escort them out.
You heard her. Get lost. If you keep making trouble, we'll be forced to take more drastic measures.
You're just a security guard. How dare you yell at me? Do you have any idea who I am?
I don't care who you are, punk. Here at Emgrand, you're nothing.
Gerald reeled from the stinging slap, his cheek on fire. He was about to explode with rage when his phone suddenly rang. It was his father.
Gerald, what the hell did you do? Emgrand is severing all ties with us. Who did you off over there?
Dad, I swear, I didn't offend anyone. I just came to see Miss Young, but they wouldn't even let me meet with her.
Well, Emgrand says they're dropping us because you're a worthless piece of trash. The family is going to take a massive hit thanks to you. Get your back here and explain yourself to your grandpa. Now!
Shell-shocked, Gerald let the security team hustle him out the front gate. A horrible suspicion began to dawn on him.
You don't think? Could this have anything to do with your loser brother-in-law? Does he have some kind of connection to Emgrand?
What? How could he have anything to do with Emgrand? He's not even qualified to clean their toilets.
You're right. I'd better get home fast.
News of Emgrand cutting ties with the White family spread like wildfire through Oris Hill. Though no one knew the exact reason, it was clear the Whites had royally pissed off Emgrand.
The White family's strength plummeted by over half. dropping them from near the top tier to the bottom rungs of the second tier. When old Mrs. Wilson heard, she shook with rage. She wanted to annul Wendy's engagement to Gerald, but realized the Whites, while weakened, still outclassed the Wilsons. Offending them would be disastrous. Bitterly, she shelved the idea for now. Meanwhile, in Doris's office, Charlie reviewed what had just transpired. He was quite impressed with her handling of the situation.
Doris, you did an excellent job. Starting today, I'm doubling your salary.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wade.
I also have 2 announcements I need you to make. First, announce the change in Mgrand's ownership and the appointment of a new chairman. Don't reveal their full identity, just that their surname is Wade. That's all anyone needs to know. Second, announce that Mgrand is investing $2 billion to build a 6-star hotel in Ours Hill. We'll be accepting bids from local construction and decoration firms to partner on the project.
The Wilson Group's main business was interior design and decoration. Lady Wilson dreamed of hitching their wagon to Mgrand's star. Whichever company won that contract would become the darling of their industry. Now that Charlie owned Mgrand, of course, he'd throw some juicy benefits his wife's way. The 2 announcements from Mgrand Group rocked all of Ours Hill. Hearing that Mgrand had changed hands, the Wilson family was dying to know why the White family had been kicked to the curb. It seemed the group's mysterious new owner looked down on even top-tier families like the Whites. But who was this Mr. Wade character? Just how loaded was he? Mgrand was worth hundreds of billions. Buying and selling on that scale dwarfed even the wealthiest tycoon in Ours Hill. Countless families scrambled to get in Mr. Wade's good graces, hoping to marry off their daughters to this enigmatic billionaire bachelor. On top of that, Mgrand's plan to invest $2 billion in a new hotel had the city's entire construction and design industry frothing at the mouth. $2 freaking billion! Even a few leftover scraps from that juicy pie would be a windfall. Companies were falling over themselves for a piece of the action. Naturally, this included the money-hungry Lady Wilson. She was practically giddy with excitement. What an incredible opportunity! If the Wilsons could snag a contract, it would rocket them straight to the top. She immediately ordered a family meeting that evening at the estate to strategize how to get their foot in the door with Mgrand's huge project. That night, the Wilson family gathered at their luxurious villa. Since Lady Wilson demanded everyone's presence, Charlie tagged along. He knew the scheming matriarch was angling for a slice of Mgrand's huge deal.
He figured this was the perfect chance to give his wife Claire a nice status boost.
Well, Charlie, you sure got some brass showing your face in front of Grandma again.
Can it, Harold? Grandma said the whole Wilson family had to be here tonight. In case you forgot, Charlie is my husband. That makes him part of this family, like it or not.
Only half the family. Let's be real, cuz he's just a freeloading live-in son-in-law.
Never mind him, honey. Don't waste your time. Let's head in before we keep Grandma waiting.
For years, the Wilson family has been waiting for a golden opportunity. One that could make us the wealthiest clan in Ours Hill. At last, that chance has arrived. Mgrand Group just announced a $2 billion project. Whichever company lands a partnership contract stands to profit hugely. Plus, this is Mgrand's first major deal since the ownership change. It's a perfect opening for the Wilsons. If we can collaborate with Mgrand and impress their mysterious new chairman, the sky's the limit for our family's future.
Despite Lady Wilson's energy, the room seemed underwhelmed. Truth was, the Wilsons had been angling to work with Mgrand forever, and for just as long, Mgrand had snubbed them completely. What were the odds they'd get a piece of this huge new project now?
What? Cat got your Tums? Don't tell me you're not confident we can score even a tiny slice of a $2 billion pie. All right, I'll lay it on the line. Whoever brings in the $30 million partnership with Mgrand gets named the new director of Wilson Group. End of story.
Stunned faces gaped back at her. Mrs. Wilson had always ruled with an iron fist, never appointing an official successor. The director role wielded immense power, all but securing its holder as the future head of Wilson Group. Dangling the position as an incentive showed how desperately Lady Wilson wanted in on Mgrand's deal. But as juicy as the director spot was, winning it seemed impossible. Mgrand's execs wouldn't give Mrs. Wilson the time of day, let alone agree to a partnership. The meeting hall fell into uncomfortable silence, no one willing to chase a prize so laughably out of reach.
You're all part of the Wilson family. Don't you want to do your part to help us succeed? Harold, I'm putting you in charge of this.
Grandma, the M Grand group just cleaned out Gerald's family, and they're way stronger than us. How are we supposed to land a contract with them?
Idiot! Giving up without even trying? You're even more useless than Charlie!
Deep down, the Iron Lady was sick of settling for second-rate status. She dreamed of catapulting the Wilson family to the next level, and this M Grand project was their one shot. No matter how difficult, she refused to let it slip away. She'd assumed Harold, as the eldest grandson, would jump at the chance to prove himself. His spineless refusal infuriated her. Harold felt trapped. Who in their right mind would take on such an impossible task? M. Grand's people would probably boot him out the door. He'd fail miserably and become the laughingstock of Oris Hill. No way in hell was he agreeing to that.
Anyone else have the guts to step up and take this on? Speak up!
Babe, you should volunteer for this.
Are you nuts? There's no way M. Grand would partner with some small-time firm like us.
Trust me, you can totally land this deal.
Wait, seriously?
Absolutely. I have total faith in you. Seize this chance, and your status in the family will skyrocket.
Though perplexed, Claire found herself believing him, almost in a trance. She stood up.
Grandma, I'm willing to give it a shot.
Claire's declaration left the entire Wilson clan dumbfounded. They all thought she'd lost her mind. Talk about a death wish hogging the spotlight like that. What could possibly come from it besides utter humiliation? M. Grand Group was the biggest conglomerate in Oris Hill. What would they want with some small fry like the Wilsons? Anyone volunteering for this guaranteed train wreck was doomed to fail.
Claire, you seriously think you have a shot at landing a contract with M. Grand?
Get real, Claire. You know your place, and you know where M. Grand sits. Strolling in there half-cocked is just going to drag our family name through the mud.
Totally. When M. Grand throws her out on her butt, the Wilsons will be the laughingstock of the whole city.
Claire's cheeks burned with embarrassment. Ever since marrying Charlie, her standing in the family had plummeted. She felt increasingly sidelined, nearly pushed out entirely. Even her parents were targets of constant ridicule. Deep down, Claire hoped scoring this M. Grand project would cement her position and let her parents hold their heads high again. But now, getting raked over the coals by the whole clan, her confidence wavered. She shot Charlie a pained look. Why had she let him talk her into this? If she'd known it would blow up so spectacularly, she never would have stood up in the first place. After repeatedly pleading for someone to step up, no one had the guts. Now that Claire finally volunteered, these ingrates were dumping ice water on her head. The old matriarch had never been Claire's biggest fan, but at least the girl was trying to help shoulder the burden, unlike the rest of these spineless clans, especially Harold. Her darling grandson had really let her down this time.
Enough! Since the rest of you are too chicken to try, shut your mouths. Claire will be the one to handle negotiations with M. Grand Group. End of discussion.
Don't worry, Grandma. I'll give it my all. I promise.
What's the point? You're just going to crash and burn and humiliate the family.
Geez, Harold, why so negative? You don't think the Wilsons are good enough to partner with M. Grand?
That's not what I meant. I just don't think Claire has a prayer of pulling this off.
All right then, how about a little wager? If Claire manages to open negotiations, you get down on your knees in front of everyone and knock your head on the floor 3 times, admitting you were dead wrong. But if she strikes out, I'll do the groveling. What do you say?
You're on, loser. No way I'll lose to a piece of trash like you.
Okay, the whole family is witness. If either of us welches, we're basically wishing death on our parents and grandparents.
He made sure to emphasize grandparents. Knowing Harold wouldn't dare back out if it meant cursing his beloved grandma to an early grave. Mrs. Wilson would have his head.
Fine by me. Y'all heard it. Get ready to watch this bum meal to me.
Claire was stunned. She kept signaling Charlie with her eyes to drop it, but he paid no attention. Mrs. Wilson couldn't care less about their little contest. Her sole focus was getting the Wilsons on M. Grand's partner list. If Claire pulled that off, she wouldn't even blink if Harold had to call Charlie Daddy.
Enough! Claire, you have 3 days to land that contract. This meeting is adjourned.
Can Charlie use his power to help Claire? What will the Wilsons do when they find out Charlie is a billionaire? Will Charlie take the high road or seek revenge from the Wilsons? To know more, listen to the audio series Heir in Hiding, only on the Pocket FM app. Install the Pocket FM app now within 1 minute to download 10 free episodes before the offer disappears.